Well, hello everyone, and welcome back here to the launch pad. Let me know if you can hear me okay. That would be a great help here. And as always, let us know where you are watching from. We're just getting everything pulled up here as we are expecting the first live kind of announcement slash follow up slash kind of check in with the crew of Inspiration4 that launched at 8:03 p.m. on September 15th. So they've been up there for a bit. Very busy crew, completing a lot of different research as well as each of their own timelines and special tasks that they had planned into the mission. So we wanted to jump on here and bring you guys that live coverage. If you had joined us on launch day, thank you so much for being there. This was our first time doing a live launch coverage from Kennedy Space Center. We learned a lot. We did lots of excited for what the future will be. Hey, Preston, Greg, good to see you. Jonas, Sutubu, I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Good vibes. Layla, Greg, you can hear me from Oklahoma. Awesome. Aiden's here from Puerto Rico. Amazing. Thanks so much for jumping in here, guys. We're currently about 12 minutes away from when we're expecting to see this announcement come in from, or kind of live stream come in from the crew of Resilience up in orbit at over 590 kilometers, the furthest humans have gone since we went to the moon. Breaking up a little bit. Okay, good to know. Well, hopefully it'll stay steady there. Jonas, how are you? I am good. I am tired. It has been a busy 4 days here on the ground, getting everything ready for that uh, live stream on the ground, as well as working on some other video footage and B-roll and stuff as well. It is very hot in Florida and very humid, which is opposite from where I'm from. So it takes a little bit to adapt, but we are excited to have been here. Tyler, who's part of our team, is heading home. He's halfway home right now, so we're wishing you safe flights, Tyler. Thank you so much for being here, as well as Marcus, who's from Florida. Thank you for being on the ground here with us. But yeah, take a moment. If you guys have questions, you can send. They can be about the launch experience. We were at the Saturn V Center, as well as we chartered that boat just before the launch to go up close and personal with the pad and getting to see what that really looked like. And it was absolutely an incredible experience getting to get that close, just 800 meters off the shore to the pad 39A. Hey, Mark, good to see you in here. Waiting for SpaceX to start up their feed here. About 9 minutes or so, we should be expecting to start to hear from the crew. Now, keep in mind, they are orbiting, so they could drop ground stations. So we're not too sure how long this update actually will be, but it's the first one, so we're excited to finally get to hear from the crew what it is like up there. We saw a little bit ago when we tweeted it out on our Twitter at TLPN_official that the full crew rang the closing bell of the New York Stock Exchange today and had a bell up in orbit. So definitely take a look at that and tweet that out. But really entering a new era for space exploration, but also for business and entrepreneurship and kind of everything within that, just because of what is opening up in space here. Goofy guy, hey, how's it going? As always, if you can send those in that. Let us know if everything's clear. We've been setting up the studio here all day, so hopefully it is clear enough and coming in for you guys. We did some media interviews, so excited to share those with you as they come out as well. We're breaking up a bit. Let's see if that's just the microphone. Let's see if that changes. See if that cleans it up there a little bit, Jonas. Hey, Virginia, good to see you. Thanks for being in here. If you're just joining us, we're just waiting for an update from the crew. Marcus, using hotel or hotspot? Right now, I'm using the hotel. I could be using the hotspot. That's a good call, though. Let's switch on the hotspot. So that might be a momentary drop, but we'll be right with you. You really like what you're doing on this channel. Thank you so much, Jonas. I appreciate that. Virginia, good to see you too. How is our Inspiration4 crew doing? From the little updates we've been hearing, they're doing well. They've had their sleep periods, 2 of them so far. Both of those seem to have gone well. I'm not sure how you would sleep when you're in for such a limited amount of time, but I guess you force yourself to at least fake sleep. And get a little bit of rest. I'm sure they're very busy, so I'm sure they're tired, and the adrenaline running eventually will wear down as well. So it does take a toll there. We're going to switch over to our hotspot, so just give us a moment here. And you might, but we should be back in just a second here. Bear with us. Oh, maybe that just reset it. Let me know if we're back. 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? See if we're coming in any clearer here now. Hey, WTX, how's it going? Look a bit stiff, just in a different chair. Different chair, and I turned the air conditioning off just because it's really loud. So, much better, loud and clear, perfect. Well, that is because of you guys and our hotspot. So thank you so much for supporting the GoFundMe so we can have that. This is what having... Ooh, and SpaceX is live. So we're going to patch that in. Bear with us here. There we go. So if you were with us in our early days, this is what our streams were. A little bit cleaner, a little bit less overlays, but we're excited that we're here and see what this will be like, what this update will be. We're not expecting something too long from the crew here, but at least a few minutes. you're just joining us, take a moment, let us know where you're watching from. We're keeping an eye on SpaceX official feed here, waiting for them to start their news update. Jonas, what is the best gift for a SpaceX fan? Ooh, that's a hard one. There's a lot of gifts that you could do. It's a good question. We're working on a video for that for the holidays, but really a nice little model would be really nice. This is actually the model off of the big Falcon 9 that we have at Home Base Studio. But we just took the Crew Dragon part of it off with us here. But there's a few other options through Bohemzo or Starship Balls or a few others. So taking a look, finding something like that would be really amazing, and can be in a range of stuff in budgets and size and scale and different things. So it's nice because you're able to find something that works for them for it. And honestly, it's something, if they could ever do it, like a Visa gift card or something, but so they can do it to buy a ticket to go see a launch, I think would be really neat. We're gonna have a lot of really exciting Falcon Heavy launches coming up and things like that. So maybe just giving them actually some funds to put away so that they can actually go attend a launch in person would be there. Or as Marcus says, one of our shirts. So we have our merch. It has come in. We're very excited to have it. Marcus has got some. I've got some. Gio's got some. Kieran's got some. So definitely something to check out. The link's in the description there for it. Lots of different options. Falcon 9s, Falcon Heavies, Raptors, Starships. So take a look and check that out. An Elon Musk bubblehead. That would be a good idea. Jonas, get a large coffee mug or shirts. How about both? Robert, still in Spain. Good to see you. Thanks for jumping in. Just waiting for SpaceX to pull their feet up here. When will I-4 return to Earth? Hello from Monterrey, Mexico. Great question, Gerardo. They are expected to have splashdown anytime after tomorrow is when we're expecting. So that would be their 3-day mark. So tonight's 2 days. So they got one more day and then sometime evening into the daytime. We don't have an exact time yet. We do know some of the TFRs in place, I believe, are in the 7 to 8 o'clock hour for it. So sometime in the later evening is when we're expecting splashdown, either in the Gulf of Mexico or the Atlantic Ocean just off the east side of Florida. That's where I'm hoping, because if so, we will be over at the coast. Oh, here we go. They're getting started. Here's our crew. Let's listen into this update here. Oh, people.
Good afternoon. My name is Andy Tran, and I'm a quality engineer here at SpaceX. Welcome, everyone, to our live on-orbit conversation with the Inspiration4 crew. On Wednesday, September 15th at 5:02 p.m. Pacific time, the Inspiration4 crew, the world's first all-civilian human spaceflight to orbit, lifted off aboard SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket and Dragon spacecraft from historic Launch Complex 39A at NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida. And it has been an incredible mission so far. Inspiration4 is commanded by Jared Isaacman, sitting in the third seat from the left-hand side. He is the founder and CEO of Shift4 Payments and an accomplished pilot and adventurer. Joining him from left to right on screen are mission specialist Chris Sembroski, an Air Force veteran and aerospace data engineer, mission pilot Dr. Sian Proctor, a geoscientist, entrepreneur, and trained pilot, and on the far right-hand side, Medical Officer Hayley Arceneaux, a physician assistant at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital and pediatric cancer survivor. After Falcon 9 separated from Dragon, Dragon completed 2 uphill phasing burns to reach its intended target orbit with altitudes as high as 590 kilometers above the Earth's surface. The Inspiration4 astronauts then doffed or took off their spacesuits, completed on-orbit cabin configuration operations, and conducted their first round of scientific research. Before catching a few hours of sleep, they enjoyed their first meals together, one of which was pizza, which was a very surreal moment for them because we heard the crew saying, and I quote, "I can't believe we're eating cold pizza in space. It's extraordinary." Yesterday, the Inspiration4 crew opened the forward hatch to get their first look out of Dragon's cupola, the largest window to ever fly in space. They made a few phone calls and also recorded an event with patients of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, which was incredible, and thank you so much to the kids who joined us for that. And in case you missed it during the live launch webcast shortly after reaching orbit, Inspiration4 crew revealed their zero-G indicator at the center of your screen, a space dog plush. It was inspired by St. Jude Children's Research Hospital specially trained facility dogs that were on sale, but they sold out within the hour. The crew has now been in orbit for about 2 days and are getting ready to give a live update of their time in Dragon so far. Now, communicating with a spacecraft that is moving 17,500 miles an hour can be pretty tricky. If you've watched previous crew missions, you know that we can only talk to the crew when they're flying over a designated ground station. The amount of time that we have connectivity with the crew varies depending on the location of the ground station and the position of the spacecraft on orbit. For this particular opportunity, we expect to have the crew for about 10 minutes of connectivity to talk to Inspiration4. If for some reason we aren't able to connect with the crew on this pass, we do have another opportunity in about 30 minutes to try again. Now, we are expecting the crew to join us in just a few moments, so stay with us, and the next voices you should hear should be that of Jared Isaacman and the Inspiration4 crew.
So we're gonna just keep listening in here until we hopefully hear that call come in. They're just coming up over the Atlantic Ocean there, so they'll be coming onto that ground station probably in Spain there. That's why they'll have a decent connection as they go over Europe. So be exciting to hear something from the crew, hear an update. They've had a very busy 48 hours, or coming up to 48 hours in orbit. Quite a few historic moments. We know yesterday Jared placed the first ever bet from space officially. So lots of different little things that are being opened up because space is now open for everyone. So really interesting thing. But as we wait, send in your questions. We'll be answering them. I know we had a couple here. Robert, we did get those screenshots. Thanks so much. The best gift, $70 million, so they can book a flight. Saw one question and now I'm missing it. Vince, morning, how was the boat ride the other day? It was really great. It was very last minute that we pulled that together with a few of the Prosperity Seat competitors, and it was a lot of fun getting to go out. Going out was great. Seeing the pad was great. Doing the live stream, because I was looking at the phone so long, did get a little bit of seasickness on the way back. So the way back wasn't as fun, unfortunately. There they are.
And copy that, SpaceX. Welcome everybody to Crew Dragon Resilience. We're cruising right now at 580 kilometers above the Earth, going 7.6 kilometers per second. So we're really booking. We're seeing the world every 90 minutes. That's how fast we're traveling around it. It's pretty incredible. So we're excited you're here to join us today. We're going to meet the crew of Inspiration4, and then we're going to show you around some of the cool aspects about this spacecraft we're on right now. So pass.
Hey everyone, I'm Chris Sembroski. I'm the mission specialist here, and we've been doing a lot of great things here, like looking out the window at Earth, just like we're going to show you through the cupola in a moment. And I hope we get to share other cool things like some of the medical experiments and some of the more human side of things that we've brought up here into space with us today. So pass it on over.
Hi everyone, I'm Sian Proctor and I am the mission pilot, and I hope to show you some of the art that I've been doing in a little bit.
Hey Hey guys, thanks for joining us here on Crew Dragon. My name is Hayley Arceneaux. I'm the medical officer of the mission and excited to show you about the research that we've been doing as well as how much fun it is to be in microgravity.
All right, so with that, what we'd like to start off, because we think the views will be pretty incredible, is we want to take you up into the cupola so you can see the largest continuous window ever flown in space and the views that it affords.
This is going to be incredible. So they'll open the hatch.
And while we're getting our full hatch open right here for this big reveal, we just want to thank everyone back at home who's been contributing to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital as part of this YouTube channel right now. So a big part of our mission here at Inspiration4 is to inspire what can be done here in space, because there's an awful lot of it, and we got to get out and explore it, but also what our responsibilities that we need to take care of back on Earth. And top on our list right now is conquering childhood cancer, and that's why we're supporting St. Jude.
So normally this is how they go to the ISS. Oh, she's in the cupola.
Hi, everyone. Unfortunately, we've just gone into darkness. So you can see right above us, over there. Hopefully you're getting a good view of that. The night lights. And so every time we go into darkness, we get this amazing view. Oh, that looks like the aurora. Oh, wow. We have an aurora event. It looks like off to our right. I hope you guys can see that.
No, the glass is special. So
we are currently over Europe. And we have been spending so much time in this cupola. We can put our head, this is the largest window ever flown in space. We can put our head in and fit multiple crew members and see the entire perimeter of the Earth, which gives such incredible perspective, and the views, I have to say, are out of this world.
So while we're getting some goodies out to show you here, some of the equipment we brought on board, maybe we can show you about some of the science we've been doing here. So Nova here is showing off our portable ultrasound, which we've been able to use for a number of different experiments, including intrajugular, also measuring our cornea and optic nerve for indications on intracranial pressure. And we also do a couple other scans with it as well that are quite useful.
That's one of the coolest things.
It's been really interesting to see how fluid shifts with this microgravity environment, and that's something that scientists are looking at. And so we are happy to contribute with that. We've also been taking several swabs of different parts of our body to evaluate the microbiome and how that changes in these 3 days in space. We've also been giving a bunch of samples, blood samples, for the research teams, and as well as doing cognitive tests.
Hey everyone, I have really enjoyed learning how to use markers in space, and so I've got these metallic markers right here, and last night I drew this. Hold on just a second. So there's my rendition, my art of the Dragon capsule being carried by a dragon off of Earth.
As you can see, like, there's room, but there's not a lot of room.
Hi, everyone. So another thing that we've been doing on this whole mission, just like Sai showed off, is because we're trying to open the frontier for more people and open up space to more humans, we're going to be bringing more of our humanities with us. And so, along with art and music, and so we have this custom ukulele that was made. It's got our I4 patch there, and it's right there inlaid on the fretboard. So it's been a lot of fun getting some practice on some music while we're floating around the Earth. So I can play a little for you, but you know, you can turn your volume down if you wish, but I'll give it a shot. before coffee. It's still before coffee, so, you know, it'll get better as the day goes on.
I'll be coming out to signal dropout here in the next couple minutes.
So one of the most fun parts of being in space is microgravity, or this lack of gravity that has enabled us to do all kinds of cool flips and spins. I shall demonstrate a few, if I can not run into too many walls.
Hayley is a champ at spinning. She's been spinning from the moment we got on orbit.
I have to say it's a lot of fun and enables us to lift really heavy things without any issue.
So on that note, while we're in microgravity, we want to show you our zero-G indicator, which is, it's got a lot of history in spaceflight. It's the first thing that kind of gets released when engines cut off and you make it into orbit. And we picked a very special zero-G indicator for Inspiration4. So Nova's retrieving it right now, and she's going to tell you a little bit about it and why it's so important to our mission.
So this was the first thing that we got to throw out whenever we made it to space, to show that we really were in a zero gravity environment. And this little guy, who's very cute, he represents the St. Jude therapy dog. So St. Jude has a couple of different golden retriever dogs that are able to sit with the kids when they're scared. They climb up in bed with the kids, and they'll even go through the MRI machine or the CAT scan machine before the kids do to show them that it's not so scary. And so we wanted to bring one of these really sweet dogs to space. But what's really cool is these dogs are on sale, and all the money from the sales of our zero-G indicators are going to go to St. Jude.
They sold out within an hour. There's more of them apparently coming on the 27th. Fingers crossed.
And I mean, we have to show off some more zero gravity. Look how the water spins through this bottle.
Oh, they're having fun. You can tell.
Well, thanks so much for tuning in today and checking in with us on Inspiration4. So we're really proud to share this experience with everyone. We know how fortunate we are to be up here. We're giving all of our time right now to science research and some ukulele playing, and trying to raise some good awareness for an important cause for us back on Earth. But appreciate you joining in with us, and we'll see you soon.
And there you have it, a live on-orbit update from the Inspiration4 crew orbiting Earth in our Dragon spacecraft. Looks like they're having an amazing time in space. The Inspiration4 crew is set to splash down tomorrow, Saturday, September 18th at approximately 4:06 p.m. Pacific time. Live webcast coverage will begin approximately 1 hour prior at 3 p.m. Pacific time, both on SpaceX.com and the SpaceX YouTube channel. As a reminder, the Inspiration4 crew is using this mission as a fundraising effort for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. So if you're watching on YouTube, you'll see a Donate Now button on the right-hand side of the screen. If you can help the team meet their goal of $200 million, we would definitely appreciate it. Thank you so much for everyone joining us today, and we hope to see you again tomorrow for Splashdown.
And that is it. They're done that update, but we're going to stick around, answer some of your guys' questions here. So you can send those in the chat there. I did see that, Preston. We are in the middle of working on a video for the environmental review. We are going through all of the PDFs, and there's a lot of information in it, so we're trying to recap all of that. The 0 to G indicator is a really cool idea that they did. They put them on the website, sold out in an hour, but they did say more are arriving on the 27th, so something to keep an eye out for if you want to hopefully pick one up. And I feel like based on the just the want of those indicators that they'll produce quite a bit more of them. So Hey SFS, how's it going? Preston, do you know why the rocket upper stages aren't upside down so you can have a bigger nose? I'm not too sure. Golden, do you think that you'll see static fire both before and S20? Yes, we'll definitely be seeing those. Will I see them? We might be lucky enough to see some testing of S20. There are some road closures for the day that we will be down there. So if you don't know, I'm in Florida right now. That's why we're not in the main studio. But we'll be packing up here on Wednesday. So we got a few more days here, and then heading over to Starbase, Texas for a few days. You use some on-the-ground coverage there. Then we'll head home and then head back down to Starbase, hopefully for the orbital flight test is the plan. Mr. Baldy, hello from Belfast. Good to see you. Hey, pretty, how's it going? Jonas, do you know the space flight simulator? Do you mean the one at Kennedy? Like the space shuttle simulator? Or do you mean like Kerbal? Which one? Oh, are you talking the 2D one maybe? Geek Brain, Scott Manley has a good video. Yeah, absolutely. Window's really cool. John, what time is splashdown and where in Florida? I stay in Tampa in the Gulf Coast. Great question there, John. So we won't know the actual splashdown location until a couple of orbits before, and then they'll have to actually commit to one. They have, I believe, 7 or 8 locations that they have TFRs in place for splashdown. 3 of them are to the east of Florida, and then there are ones all the way from Louisiana down and around to Tampa. So quite a few options. 4 p.m. Pacific, though, I believe is when they said they are targeting, because that gives them the full 3 days at that point. So yeah, but if you're just joining us, let us know. Send in a couple questions. We'll hang out here for a few minutes, and then we'll wrap it up. We'll be live tomorrow for the return of Inspiration4. We're probably going to do that from here, depending on which recovery zone they target. We might try to go out into the field and see if we can hear that sonic boom, but we'll see. And if not, we're also going to keep an eye out for the booster return, as the booster should be returning here tomorrow morning. Marcus, what has been your favorite part of this trip so far? Well, meeting you, of course. Favorite part, I think actually, like obviously seeing the launch was huge. Getting to go through the accreditation experience was really cool as well. Knowing that hopefully it won't be the last time, but this was the first time. Just getting to actually go through that process was really neat. There's been a lot of them. Meeting Tim Dodd and Mary Liz Bender and Ryan from Cosmic Perspective, meeting all the Inspiration4 Prosperity people. There's been some amazing ones. Lots of different highlights. Depends which one, what type of thing. Lots of highlights. Hopefully be meeting up with a couple of them tomorrow as well. So we'll see. But I think we're gonna wrap it up here at this point, though. For now, got some work to do ahead of tomorrow for it. But thank you guys for jumping on here. We want to make sure we brought you the in-flight coverage of the quick update from the crew. Forgot to take the sticker off. Oh, the sticker on the bottom? I don't normally take those off. But thank you guys for being here. We'll be live tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. And then we will be down live at Starbase as well. But for now, this is Zach with the Launchpad, signing off, and we will see you next time.